Well, welcome to those of you who were caught trying to find the stream here on YouTube. We had some technical difficulties, unfortunately. Unable to get the first quarter plus out on the air. We are with 11-12 left to go in this second quarter. Junior Alencar was assessed a blue. He is in the penalty box now for the next 2 minutes. United Elite Krajisnik, a 4-1 lead over Spice City FC. They have scored 3 unanswered goals. 2 of them coming here in the second quarter from Orozco off a corner kick win, and then it was a nice play by Somau for his 7th of the season. Back in the first, Manny Silva scored a pair, and sandwich in the middle, Alencar picked up his 10th goal of the season, and that has made it 4-1 here. So apologies for the delay on our YouTube channel. We are finally on the air. Meanwhile, the officials are talking first to the Krajisnik bench. They're now talking to Spice City, and they're pointing at the penalty box, and they see Alencar in there. And meanwhile, looks like another player is going to come off the bench. I'm not sure what they're doing here, but going out to kind of join Alencar in the bench is number 19, Richard Rodriguez, who's going to sit there with Alencar. Now there's 4 players on the turf for Spice City, so I'm wondering, did Alencar get more than the 2 minutes of initial penalty time? Is there some sort of a misconduct? Will Arboleda is trying to, well, no, now they're telling Richard Rodriguez to stay in the penalty box. A little bit of confusion there from Spice City for a moment. They trail 4-1, and now they'll have to try to kill off the next couple. This is going to be a free kick. So there's a free kick, and there's going to be a penalty. And there's Silva. Silva to the right. Silva off the post! So Manny Silva, a chance for the hat trick. Going one against the goalkeeper. He was forced out wide. Some nice play there by Patrick Villela, forcing Silva to go outside. So the penalty kick did not convert. And now a power play opportunity here for the next 2 minutes. 3:48 gone by in this second quarter. Krajisnik with a 4-1 lead over Spice City, who sets up in a diamond formation on their penalty kill. It'll be Ricky Orozco to start, and the goalkeeper creeping out, Andrew Taylor, and trying to gain a 2-man advantage here. They're going to roll the ball back to the line to get things started for Orozco. Here we go. First power play opportunity for Krajisnik, up by 3. Orozco back over. Cross turf pass to the left wing boards. Now in the corner, Pepe worked it back out to the half wall. Now in the corner, Pepe to the half wall again. And across to Cardozo. Back over to the left. Working into the right side, thrown in front. Spice City looking to get that out. Miranda can't. Now over to Silva. Loose in front, picked up by Arboleda. And Arboleda will get it out. Fired all the way down. And quickly retrieved by Cardozo. 50 seconds gone by in the penalty kill for Spice City. Cardozo back to Orozco. And over to the left side. Cardozo at midfield. To the half wall. And back to Cardozo. Chip to the corner. Little give and go in front, and Cardozo launches it out of play. Restart coming for Spice City. Krajisnik will put 2 men up in the pressure area. Lobbed ahead for Arboleda. He battles. Arboleda looking to muscle by Orozco. He's got a good half foot on the smaller defender, but it is started up by Kyle Geinrich. Under 9:50 to play in this first half. A 4-1 lead for Krajisnik. Orozco fakes with the right. Now to Gingrich. Gingrich lets it go, and it's blocked. Nicely blocked by Kelby Garcia on the kill with 20 seconds left in the Alan Carr penalty. Orozco dancing. Back to Gingrich. Gingrich to the right foot. Stopped by Villela. Bounding around Russell. Lobs it over to midfield. And sent down the rest of the way by Arboleda. As time dwindling down in the penalty against Alan Carr, which was being served by Richard Rodriguez, and he will join the penalty kill. So back to full strength. Power play 0 for 1 for Krajisnik, and they were spoiled on the penalty kick. Benny Silva, he was the one who was denied on that hat-trick opportunity. Now to Joshua Card in midfield. Across to the right side, Miller Howard. Howard trying to get through traffic along the boards, defended splendidly as Orozco will set up with under 8:40 to play in the half. Pepe into the offensive end, plays it back out. Slowed down by Tavares, and back over to Pepe. Or check that was Silva. Now fed in. Lozada cut off by Miranda, rolls over to Villela and moves it ahead. Arboleda there. Arboleda dumped down. He got hammered to the turf. That'll be a foul on Krajisnik. Returning is Diego Mayunga, the native of Lima, Peru.
That is his second of the half.
And he will restart here with his club trailing by 3. Miranda, give and go. Back to Mayunga. Diego Mayunga shadowed. Now over to Joao Miranda. Back out to the right side. Costa's been very silent in this game, normally an offensive dynamo. Miranda has it back, looking for Costa, a little too far for him. Pressure coming. Miller Howard retreats back to the keeper and flipped out as it is Russell. Over to Costa. Back to Kareem Russell. Russell down the wing. Russell in the corner. Looked to thread it in front. And that was broken up. Beautifully played by Miller Howard. And now regained. Costa looking for Russell in front. And that goes out over the glass with 7:25 left in the first quarter. A 4-1 lead for United Elite Krajisnik as we are in the under 8 media timeouts. And an opportunity for Spice City to quickly get it restarted. Well, the horn blew for the under 8 media timeout. Spice City tried to ignore it. No such thing. And we'll step aside and be back right after this with more Spice City hockey action.
If you haven't noticed already, Spice City FC is playing with some hot new jerseys on. And you...
Back here at the Danbury Arena, 4-1 Krajisnik leading Spice City FC with 7:24 to play in this first half. Following the media timeout, it will be a restart for Spice City. They're in the offensive zone with the ball at the top of the key. Can Spice City get an opportunity here as Krajisnik with a three-man wall along the line. And it'll be Adamar Costa looking to get things started. He has Joao Miranda over to his left. Fires one, blocked in front. Now picked back up on the right side. And a foul. It'll go against Lucas Souza of Spice City. So Souza the foul and a restart as Taylor out of the goalkeeper spot. Worked back over to Silva. 3 unanswered goals after Junior Alencar, who was sitting in the penalty box serving a misconduct. Meanwhile, some pushing and pulling along the near wing side. Mateus Ruiz couldn't muscle it away from Orozco. Back to Geinrich. Kyle Geinrich doing a lot of dancing, not moving the ball anywhere. Trying to think about how to get it past Mateus Ruiz. Work back to the left. Miller Howard played it back. Now working along the left side, some speed. Cross field pass. There's Miller Howard in front. It was chipped toward the goal area, knocked down in front. Potential goal scoring opportunity. Good work there by Cardozo, but he could not finish as Geinrich works it back to Cardozo. Cardozo paired with Orozco. And Orozco will take it with under 6:15 to play in the first half. Now Silva. Lenny Silva. Andrew Taylor, the tall, lanky goalkeeper for Krajisnik. He's been solid so far. Worked off the boards from the corner, and it is held on to. Out, over, chipped into the corner by Ruiz. Tracked down, shot off the side of the cage, and meanwhile, turnover. Back along the left side, working hard with it, and then going across. Now the pass by Gabby Mireles was not really there. They'll work it back out to midfield. No Alencar takes a lot away. Right now, Mayunga threads that one in across to the attack zone. On the pass over. Battling, quick shot. Oh, it drifted just wide. Mireles had a great opportunity, and then Mayunga puts it right into the goalkeeper's mitts. Oh, that was a good look by Gabby Mireles. And a turnover. Here comes Spice City down 3. Looking to work with speed. Will Arboleda looks to dance around. And now over to the near side. And back out to Arboleda. Gets it over. With it is Oliveira. Seeing his first action of the half. Back to Arboleda. Villela comes out to play it. Villela to the line. Villela shot in traffic, knocked down in front. That was blocked by Edmar Vieira. Pepe with a huge block as that got behind the keeper. Still a 3-goal lead for Krajisnik. On the near wing side. And now regained. Pitched out to the right. And across to the left. Fed back up top. And to Arboleda at midfield. From the line, creeps in to the right, hard shot off the boards. Arboleda looks to get it back, and he got fronted. Miller Howard racing through. And some good work by Enzo Beatrix. Under 4 minutes to play in this first half. Long feet ahead, 3-line pass called on Spice City FC. We'll bring it back into their zone to the right for an offensive start opportunity.
Is eligible to return to play out of the box.
So Junior Alencar is out of the penalty box. His misconduct has ended. So he returns to the bench, I'm sure to get a quick second breath, although he's been sitting for the last 10 minutes. Still a 4-1 game. No one has scored since 1:49 of this second quarter on the goal by Sidamed Somau. As it will be Kyle Geinrich to start things. Approaching the ball, hard shot off the boards. And what's going on here? Are they going to redo this? Spice City might have started early before the ball was touched. What Johnny Felipe wanted an explanation. Here we go again, and that one is blocked. Here comes Spice City. Miranda, 2-on-1. Miranda fires off the post. Oh, there's a great opportunity. Joar Miranda beat Taylor. They've had a couple of near misses in this second quarter. Spice City has not had any ball luck tonight. As Cardozo plays it long, and now Villela has to battle with the feed, and we get a stoppage. A foul here with 3:26 to play in the first half. There was a collision in the corner. And we'll see if this is a restart. I believe it is for Spice City.
Krajisnik foul, sets to number 9.
On the foul
First of the half.
on Miller Howard. Villela coughed it up on a pass. Fired to the open goal, and it goes out of play. Villela has been nearly caught a couple of times in this game, and thankfully for him, those open goal opportunities have not converted for Krajisnik, and just a 3-goal game. So plenty of time for Spice City. Defensively, they've been stout. Been able to keep this close as we near the end of the first half. They just need one to get right back in this. Kareem Russell gets back on his feet. Card defending him beautifully. And just as I say that, it will be a foul on Joshua Card, the defender, with 5 points on the season. Now Alan Carr, who has the one go. Alan Carr racing in, fires one, goes against the grain. Card got a piece of it. Now Silva whacks it out to center. Kelby Garcia had it briefly. Villela plays it ahead. Kareem Russell tracking it down. 2:45 to go in the half. Russell double teamed, looks to fend off 2 men and picked up briefly. And let's see who the foul is called on. It looks like it's against Joshua Card. Quick restart. No.
Number 16, his second of the half.
Now 2 fouls in succession on Joshua Card. Arbolito will return for Kareem Russell. Arbolito will start. Lucas Souza, no. It'll be Souza starting. Firing it to the corner. Played back by Mireles. Alan Carr tries to track it back down in midfield, and they will get a foul. Back in midfield. Knocked down was junior Alan Carr as the foul goes against Aiden Burke, who played his college soccer at Hamilton. Meanwhile, Villela plays it ahead and across to Alan Carr. Alan Carr with 2:20 to play in the half. 3-goal lead for Krajisnik. Alan Carr has a goal. Finds Villela. Back to Alan Carr. Mid the midfield line. Toward the corner. Bumped off the chest of Kelby Garcia. Hit the top of the glass, but the ball is still live. Now Silva kicks it toward the open goal. But Villela able to get back as we are under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Alan Carr to the line. Good pass. And the long-range shot doesn't get there on goal. Arbolita battling along the near side. Arbolita trying to thread through defenders. Arbolita still battling. Lucas Souza there. Now back to the right side to Gabby Mireles. Coming up on 90 seconds to play. 4-1 lead for Krajisnik here in the first. Richard, or check that. Enzo Beatrix out there. Beatrix as Villela creeps out again across the center line. Still with the ball. There's a long-range fake shot. Now over to Villela. Lets it go, and it's off the glass. They deem it out of play. 70 seconds to play in the first half. Restart for Taylor and Krajisnik. And Taylor drops that back. Taylor's got it. Sent long. Knocked away at the line. Nicely played by Victor Oliveira. Turned that over briefly. Final minute here in the first half. And it goes out of play. 53 seconds left in half number one of a 15-minute halftime at the conclusion of this second. And a restart. Waning moments of this first half. A goal late here by Krajisnik really, although there's still 30 minutes of soccer to be played, could feel like a backbreaker for this Spice City team as they need 2 wins this weekend to keep playoff hopes alive. Joel Miranda dancing in across and has it taken away by Dienrich. Dienrich with it back, and now 25 to go. Sent out to the midfield line for Somau, who has a goal. Somau off the boards. Miranda off the head. Got it out to midfield. And Costa shoved down. No foul called as it comes all the way back out beyond the reach as the horn sounds, ending this first half. So Costa could not get to it. And Costa, I think, wanted a foul. He was dumped down right at the midfield area. And there was no whistle here in the waning moments of this second quarter. So it is a 4-1 lead for Krajisnik after 30 minutes of action. We'll step aside and come back with the third quarter in the second half. Right after this, you're watching Spice City FC on YouTube. And we are back here in Danbury, Connecticut for the start of the second half between Spice City as they trail United Elite Krajisnik 4-1. After 30 minutes of action, Spice City, their lone goal came at 6:50 of the first half of the first quarter. And that was a goal that was scored by junior Alan Carr. It was surrounded by a pair of first quarter goals from Manny Silva. His second goal snapped a 1-1 tie at 11:29, and then Orozco scored a minute, 2 seconds off a corner into the second quarter. Somau, 47 seconds later, scored. Spice City played a good chunk of that second quarter without junior Alan Carr, who was assessed a penalty at 3:48 and then given a 10-minute misconduct in addition. Spice City will begin with possession here in the second half. Arboleda, Costa out there along with Joao Miranda, Alan Carr, as we mentioned, and Lucas Souza. Who has 2 goals in road games for Spice City. It's his first home game here this season, Souza. So just about ready to go. And here we go. Alan Carr, now to Miranda. Spice City had a couple of close calls offensively in terms of getting balls into the back of the cage, but unable to finish. The goalkeeper, Andrew Taylor, has been solid for Krajisnik when he's been called upon. Spice City has really activated the keeper, Villela, a lot as a cross-field pass is broken up. And now ahead to Miller Howard. Has his pocket picked by Alan Carr, and he is dumped down to the turf. So 33 seconds.
Brady Kyle's been assessed to number 9. That is his second foul of the game.
So third quarter has resumed. Ball worked up the right side, taken by Silva. Silva into the attack zone. Beatrix shadows him. Now back out to midfield for Pepe. And across now for Alessandro Cardozo. I haven't seen Jose Tavares here in this third quarter. In fact, we didn't see him for a lot of the first half. We saw him early on. Work back out to the near side. He's out there now. Now we get a whistle. That'll stop play. Minute 18 in.
Spice City foul's been assessed to number 10.
Oh, there's Tavares, and he goes back to the bench. So he did start this third quarter. Pitched up by Ginrich. Now over Lozada and back to Ginrich. Works that into the offensive zone for Krajisnik. Cut off there in the corner, being defended. Oliveira try to work it up, and now out to midfield. Along the right side, here's Ruiz, Mateus Ruiz. Try to chip it across, and Ginrich taking it away here with about a minute 50 gone by here in this third quarter. And Andrew Taylor coming out of the crease. He'll play that ahead. Up along the right side, Lozada. Back out to midfield. And Ginrich there for Aiden Burke. Krajisnik at 3-goal edge. They've scored 3 unanswered after Alan Carr's 10th goal in the season, tied it up in the first quarter. But after those early goals by Krajisnik, just 47 seconds apart in the first 2 minutes of play, no one has scored. The defense has solidified. Very good penalty kill by Spice City FC in that second quarter. And they played a lot of that corner without Alan Carr. Maybe he'll be rested and ready to get big minutes going here in this second half. Miranda trying to force a turnover. And he does. But coming back for it is Buljabasic, as he'll drop that back off. And now into the Spice City zone. Villela thought about rolling it ahead quickly, now does. Out to the left side, Miranda looking to catch back up to it. He gets cut off by Jose Tavares. Miranda trying to regain. It's loose. And a whistle. 11:54 to play in the third. Penalty is on Joao Miranda. Miranda entering the game. 3 goals in 5 games played this season. As we resume off the restart. Pick back up at the midfield line. Worked across to the right side. Lucas Souza. Back out to the left. And Miranda. Diego Mayunga out there in midfield. Kareem Russell using that muscle. Back to Mayunga. And across to the left. Played back out to midfield. 11:20 to go in the quarter. Kelvy Garcia. And out of Villela, the keeper. He's got that big leg. On the left. Mayunga fed it to the corner. Back to Mayunga at midfield. Mayunga, the veteran. Villela chips it to the corner sharply. Shot in off the boards. Now thrown out to midfield. Mayunga bumped that one. Regained by Orozco. Pitching it back to Silva. And across now to Jose Tavares with 10:43 to go in the quarter. No one has scored yet here in the second half. Spice City and Krajisnik will play again tomorrow. 1 o'clock, the opening tip, opening kickoff. Tickets available here at the Danbury Arena. Andrew Taylor now the keeper. Taylor threads that across off the boards. Villela lobs that high in the air. Nifty little kick there. Working it back and a shot against the grain from Cardozo. Wide, a chance from the corner. And a great save by Villela off the boot from Kyle Geinrich. And Villela has been a steady Eddie in the crease. Even though with 4 goals given up, he has made some big saves. It will result in a corner. Orozco will start it in. He scored on a corner. Now feeds that back out. Geinrich with it just inside the line. And now back to Orozco. Those 2 little dynamos have been outstanding, as has Silva with the ball near the corner. Stepping into battle. Working it. Junior Alencar comes away with it. Looks to work it out. And now over to Will Arboleda, the veteran in his second season with Spice City. Back over, Joao Miranda. On the run, Arboleda. Gets to it in the corner of the offensive zone. Arboleda battling, using that wide body, trying to stave off 2 from Krajisnik. But then he gets stripped. And it's played out across midfield. And Villela back to Alencar with under 9.5 to play in the third. No one has scored here in the first 5 minutes and 40 seconds of this third quarter. The last goal coming at 1:49 of the second by Sidamed Somau. And a shot by Miranda. Costa tried to play it. Hammered in front. Miranda bouncing one just wide as it comes off of the head of Miller Howard. And he lost it at the line. Beatrix had it briefly. Now quickly with speed, it's Krajisnik. Dancing along is Howard, stripped from behind. Beautifully played. That was Beatrix. And now to Miranda. Changes here for Spice City. Mayunga. Back to the left side. Richard Rodriguez. Over now to the near wing, Mireles. Entry pass is deflected back out. Diego Mayunga. Mayunga looks to race up to the ball. Villela from the right side. Fires one off the chest of Taylor. Chipped in front. A shot lifted high. Oh, a great opportunity by Gabby Mireles. He was right there. Too hard off the left foot. It goes way out of play. Untouched by the keeper, Andrew Taylor, who appears to be a little bit winded after the end of that shot. Well over the crossbar. Both teams playing solid defense here in this game. Still plenty of time for Spice City to mount the comeback. We have seen them being able to score goals in bunches. They may have to do that tonight. They will have to do that. Taylor, long shot goes out of play from the right of the midfield line. It will restart things for Spice City. First, the ball is needed. By the way, congratulations to the University of Denver. The Frozen Four is complete. We're in a hockey building as well, so I thought it'd be worth mentioning. They defeated Wisconsin in the men's NCAA championship. They won their 11th career Frozen Four. They're third in the last 5 years. 2-1 win over the Wisconsin Badgers. Play is resumed here on the pitch. Miranda working it to the left. Back to Alencar. In stride. Villela racing to the line. Chipped it across for Russell. Has Miranda along the left wing. Miranda able to keep possession. Back to Kareem Russell. Russell over to Villela. Here's Alencar. Miranda to Villela to the corner. And back to Villela, the keeper. Offensively trying to work things. Had it back. And he angles it behind as Alencar tracks it down and gives back to Joao Miranda. The Brazilian across. Russell out of Kingston, Jamaica, and back to Miranda. There's Alencar with 7 minutes to play in the half. Battling, and Alencar got it back. They're going to call a whistle? No. Looked like Krajisnik was trying to lobby for one. We play on. 4-1 game. A lot of possession time here for Spice City. Moving to the left. A shot off the pipe. Oh, Alencar was looking for his second. He missed by an eyelash. Now an opportunity to Alencar again with the left foot. This time he fires it into the corner. Lucas Souza. Souza battling along the near side. Souza chips it into the top of the crease area and regained by Spice City, who has had splendid possession here in this third quarter. Alencar's drive blocked. Miranda tracks it down. He was being pressured. And a whistle stopping play. And a restart here for Spice City. Well, the foul on Buljubaske, who played at Utica University. He's a Utica native. Kelby Garcia re-enters for Spice City, as does Diego Mayunga, as Russell comes to the bench, along with Alencar. Costa out there, along with Beatrix. And we get another stoppage in play because it's the under 8 timeout. So the horn sounded some confusion here. Are they going to restart this? I think they are. Okay, so now we've restarted. We've had moments of this confusion here. Adamar Costa, silent offensively in this game. He's had his moments in this building, both this year and last. Lifted toward the corner. Trying to flip it out in front was Garcia. And now we'll get the media timeout. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. Spice City trailing 4-1 against United Elite Krajisnik. You're watching Spice City FC right here on YouTube. 5:51 to go in the third quarter. 4-1 Krajisnik leading Spice City FC. Hi everybody, Phil Jubileo with you on the Spice City FC YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us tonight. Spice City needing a pair of wins to try to keep hopes alive for the final playoff spot in M2. A win this weekend by United Elite Krajisnik will secure the final playoff spot. There are 6 teams that go to the playoffs. They will start later this week in Des Moines, Iowa, with the quarterfinals on Friday and the semifinals on Saturday and Sunday in Omaha, Nebraska. So for teams in the 3 through 6 seeds, you have to win 3 games to win a championship. Top 2 seeds were given a bye, and we are back in action here as it's taken out to midfield, trying to force a turnover at the midfield stripe. Briefly was Beatrix, instead regained. Cross the line with some speed. Nice move by Enzo Beatrix. He got it back against the dancing Alessandro Cardozo as the ball is kicked out of play. Looks like it'll be a restart from the top of the key, and an opportunity for Krajisnik's Alessandro Cardozo. Or will that be Manny Silva coming in to take that kick? It might be Silva. We'll see. There's some talking going on. You've got from Spice City, Lucas Souza trying to discuss things. It will be Ricky Orozco to get it started. So we'll wait for the whistle. 2-man wall with Arboleda. Move to the left side. There's a shot. Oh, what a stop. Big save by Villela, who plays it off the boards. He thought about starting it quickly. Instead, worked back over. Played by Souza ahead. Now over to the right side. Mayunga. Shadowed by Geinrich. Mayunga off to Arboleda. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ball is picked back up in the corner, and they work it out to Lucas Souza, quarterbacking from midfield. Now to Mayunga. Mayunga across, back in the corner. Now lunging after that was Kelby Garcia, could not maintain possession. And that allows Krajisnik to start things up offensively. Nice move to the right side. That was Orozco. With it now is Geinrich. And Ricky Orozco, who has one of the 4 goals today. Took a beautiful pass from Pepe on a corner and blazed it right by Patrick Villela. 2 of the goals today scored by Manny Silva. He's got the ball in midfield. So he looks to dance around Gabby Mireles, goes across Tavares, drops that back for Silva. Pressure from Spice City here in the midfield. Howard worked it back. Nice work by Arboleda. He took it away. Here's Arboleda. Fires one. Oh, and he lifted it out of play. There was an odd man rush at 2-on-1. He got too much under that foot as the ball lofted over the glass and into the netting with 3:40 to play in quarter number 3. And it's been those kind of unforced errors in this game that have hurt Spice City FC. They've had a couple of odd man rushes in this game, and they've not been able to capitalize on them as a result. Miller Howard back to the keeper, and now to Tavares to Howard. Miller Howard into the offensive end as he played it to the attacking zone, and back to Tavares with 3:20 to play in the quarter. Manny Silva along the right side with Alencar shadowing. Silva across, off the boards hard, picked back up, and forced out was Tavares for a stop with 3:04 to go in the quarter. And let's see what's whistled. Whatever it is, looks to be against Spice City. Words in the direction of Anamar Costa by one of the officials. as Costa comes back to the bench for Victor Oliveira. Oliveira with Miranda out there, joined by Kareem Russell. Also out there is Junior Alencar and Johnny Felipe. Still some confusion. Referee talking with the Krajisnik head coach, Tarek Mekic. And they're going to start that right from the midfield stripe. Ricky Orozco, or check that. Kyle Geinrich drops that back to Silva, now to the keeper, Taylor. Krajisnik played it to midfield. Nice job by Joao Miranda to step in front of that lofting ball. And regaining it, Johnny Felipe. Felipe shadowed by Silva. Felipe fighting through traffic. Here's Johnny Felipe. Felipe bouncing ball off his foot. Russell's got it, stops it, fakes it with the left. Now to Alencar, fires, it goes. Out of play. Was not touched by Krajisnik. And United Elite will get a restart late in this third quarter, a quarter where no one has put the ball in the back of the net. Still 4-1, that's where we've been since 1:49 of the second. So Krajisnik, in that sense, they've been gaining opportunities offensively, as have Spice City, who in this third quarter have had some really good scoring chances, have not been able to finish. They played it ahead to Russell. Russell looks to shake off his man, sharply off the boards, picked back up, and a chance from the right side, loose out in front. Orozco had played that and regained by Enzo Beatrix. Beatrix at midfield, nearing 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Gives it over to the near side. Now to Patrick Villela. Villela moving right, back over. With it is Oliveira, and to Villela. Now Kareem Russell towards the corner. Cross court, or cross turf pass, and the shot is lifted out of play by Diego Mayunga, the native out of Lima, Peru, playing in his fourth game this season with Spice City. So we'll get a restart for Krajisnik. And a change. Sees Lucas Souza return to the game, replacing number 7 for Spice City, Victor Oliveira. 1:34 and counting to go in the quarter. Pepe back over for Cardozo. Cardozo to midfield. Silva just outside the stripe. Now to Tavares. Arboleda forcing an early pass and a turnover. Souza works it back out to the right side, and a hit along the boards that drives a guy down to the turf, and it will be a penalty on Krajisnik. Knocked down to the turf was Kelby Garcia. And a restart here. Just under 70 seconds to play in the third. Patrick Villela going to make this a 2-goal game. Joao Miranda played it himself off the boards, and it goes into the netting. That was a nice little play by Miranda, trying to work it back to himself. The Brazilian native could not get the shot in on frame. And with 59 seconds to play, it'll be Krajisnik with a restart. But once again, one of the youngsters playing off the field. Have to get the ball back for these guys. By the way, I've noticed since the last home game, the only kind of like those plastic boards are the ones behind both of the goals. And the hockey boards are along the sides. So a little bit of a different look here. Widens the field a little bit as Joao Miranda with it at the line. Turns it over. Now worked up the left side. Villela will get there ahead of Silva. Bangs it off the wall. 35 to play in the quarter. Miranda now to Alencar with speed. Alencar stumbling, shooting, and that one blocked. Under 30. And now a chance all off the side. That was a golden opportunity in front. Ball still there for Alencar. He has it blocked. And back along the left side. Play stops with just under 17 seconds left in the quarter. That golden scoring opportunity came earlier by Johnny Felipe, number 9 for Spice City. And a foul is called on them. The waning moments of this quarter, resulting in an opportunity for Krajisnik. Still the 3-goal lead. They've scored 3 unanswered. The only goal tonight from Spice City off the beautiful ball by Alencar as Mayunga lifts it with under 10 to play in the half. Mayunga battling along the wall. Drop back. Fed across. Nice move, and the horn sounds. That ends quarter number 3. No one has scored in this second half. We are 4-1 still. United Elite Krajisnik still with a 4-1 lead over Spice City FC. When we return, it'll be the 4th quarter. Can Spice City FC come back here at home? Well, you'll find out right after this. Everybody, and welcome back to the Danbury Arena. Phil Jubileo on hand here on YouTube, the Spice City FC channel. 4-1, United Elite Krajisnik leading Spice City FC as we head into the final quarter of play. These two teams will battle again tomorrow. 1 o'clock is the kickoff. You can join us here in person at the Danbury Arena. Tickets are available. Don't forget to follow all the Spice City FC socials at Spice City FC. So we are just about ready for this 4th quarter. No one has scored since the 1:49 mark of the second, when Sitamed Somau opened up a 3-goal lead. 3 unanswered goals, and that was the last one. Manny Silva, the leading goal scorer in this game. He has 2 of the 4 for Krajisnik. We've mentioned Somau. Ricky Orozco has the other one. Junior Alencar has the lone goal for Spice City. As we're underway here in quarter number 4, and a turnover. Here comes Miranda in a cross, works it to the right side, and trailing on the crossfield pass was Beatrix, as that was fed across, nearly turned over, back in midfield, and it is turned over. Beatrix drops it back for Alencar. He's knocked down, and they'll get a whistle. Spice City FC will get a restart. The early chance is Victor Oliveira trying to find Beatrix. It's kind of like a 3-on, kind of 1.5. And a restart. Junior Alencar. Alencar. Oh, Villela lost it. Able to recover and get that back to the near side, and then lift it out of play. Heady play by the veteran, even though it turns possession over to United Elite. Krajisnik prevented a potential easy scoring chance to build up, and in a game like this, a 4-goal lead might prove to be too much to overcome. As it is right now, it's a 3-goal edge as Silva has it stripped off his foot. Mayunga played it off the board. Silva gets it back and out to midfield. Some nice work there off the foot of Cardozo. Headed about and regained by Geinrich as he fed it in. A shot, they score! Oh, that was a nasty shot from the corner. Barred down, and it is now a 4-goal lead, just a minute 6 in to this fourth quarter. That is the second goal by Somau. He scored from exactly the same spot he did in the second. 1:06. And now Spice City FC really behind the 8 ball. Somau with his 8th goal of the season, playing in game number 11. So he has 2 of the 5, as does Manny Silva. Patrick Villela, and now a long mountain to climb here for Spice City, as Arboleda couldn't get to the pass from Villela, and it's regained. Firing when they score! Adamar Costa returns fire as he goes crossbar down. Costa's 11th of the season gets Spice City back on the board. You get a look. Costa off the chest from the turnover and then fired it. Leaping up in the air was the tall goalkeeper Taylor. He could not get his fingertips on it. And it's back to a 3-goal game. So it took just 23 seconds between the 2 goals. So no harm, no foul for the time being, as it's lifted over and out of play, resulting in a Spice City restart. But a long-range shot by Costa regains the team goal-scoring lead. That's his 11th of the season. He had been relatively silent tonight, and maybe this will get him going. And they need goals, and they need him in a hurry. Mayunga fed it back across. Beatrix now to Alencar. Moves it ahead to Sousa. Sousa, and back to the midfield stripe for Alencar. Alencar to Villela. Villela, long-range shot blocked in front. He's got to hustle back. Jose Tavares dancing around a bit. Nice pass ahead to Jabasic, but regained by Alencar. Back to Patrick Villela. Gives to Alencar. He scored the first Spice City goal. That was his 10th of the season. That had tied him with Costa until Costa scored number 11. In front, a shot off the head. Oh, a great opportunity by Ruiz on the pass, and he couldn't loft it over the keeper, Taylor. And now Taylor lifts that one out to midfield. With it is Somau, dancing, firing, blocked. Silva's got it near the corner. Back to Somau. And out of Tavares, nearing 3 minutes played in the fourth quarter. 3-goal game, Spice City needing to come back here at home to keep a potential playoff hope alive. They will be officially eliminated without a victory today. Somau. And across. Cardozo from the corner, give and go, they score. That was a beautiful play. Little pitch and catch off the boards. Cardozo finishing, and it's back to a 4-goal lead with 11:40 to play.
Krajisnik goal scored by number 20, assisted by number 11.
Silva with the assist. Oh, that was gorgeous. It looks like Spice City's gonna call a timeout. Try to figure things out here. Not a lot of time. Can Spice City get another return goal quickly like they did after the Somau goal at 106? But that was a beautiful set play as Silva worked it off the boards, and then Cardozo flashing to right in front of the crease. And there was nothing that Patrick Villela could do about that shot. The goal by Cardozo, his 9th of the season. That is his 20th point. He had been held off the score sheet until this point of the game. After nearly 2 full quarters of play without a score, we have seen 3 in quick succession, 2 minutes and 8 seconds apart. It was Somau first, his second of the game at 106, followed up at 128 by Costa. A long-range shot just inside the attack line, and then it was Cardozo from Silva at 3:14 of this fourth quarter. So 6-2, the score here with 11:40 to go. Alencar, who in past games has taken a very active role in leading Spice City, is not running the show as the head coach today. But he has done that in other games. He did that early in the year against Salisbury. Spice City will restart. Costa with Miranda, Kareem Russell, along with Alencar. And Enzo Beatrix. The restart here for Spice City. Joao Miranda across Russell. Russell from the left foot. Out of play. Nice little box out just outside in the middle of that key, and got it with the left foot, could not finish. As the official will hand things off to Taylor to get it started once again. Here we go. Rolled out to midfield. Silva pressured by Miranda. Worked back out and across for Card. Coughed up. Geenrich had it in the corner. Lost it to Russell. Tries to catch up to it. And a clean play there by Card. Miranda looking to get it back. Trying to get a handball call. They don't get one. And now here comes Villela after Johnny Felipe fed it to him. Adamar Costa has the second goal for Spice City. Little give and go to Russell. Russell back across for Johnny Felipe. Felipe trying to corral it in, does so, and threads it back to Miranda. 4-goal lead for Krajisnik. 5:15 played in the fourth quarter. Played back out to Villela from Alencar. Villela shot, and it goes out of play. Tried to go bar down. Missed by about half a foot. And a restart coming. And we'll continue to see more pressure up front as that one fired all the way down. Krajisnik looks to gain the offensive attack zone. And nicely played as the cross turf pass intended for Geenrich was knocked out of play. And coming back to the bench is Alencar. Returning is Kelby Garcia, who will take his spot with 10:26 to go in the game. Tavares from in front of his bench will restart for United Elite Krajisnik. Here we go. Arboleda battling. Got it back out. Arboleda stumbles. 3-on-1. The pass could not get all the way through to Beatrix. And now a turnover. Oh, off the tip of Arboleda's foot as that was fed back by Garcia. More pressure coming. And Patrick Villela moves it across to the right side. Johnny Felipe, or check that, Richard Rodriguez. Now up top. Beatrix to Mayunga. Mayunga looking to get around his guy. And that's Orozco. Able to bang off and get a little bit of room there. And back to Villela, looking again off the boards, looking for chaos. Beatrix has it. Shadowed by Orozco. Picked up the pass off his foot. And now Tavares has it. Regained. Chipped in front. Mayunga shot. Oh, that one held on to. And now lifted ahead. Off the head of Villela. Had it back. Knocks it ahead. Powers across the offensive line. And Tavares regains it. Nearly stripped. And now Beatrix moves it to the right side. Miller Howard firing through an open net. The pass across. They score. Miller Howard, as the pass looked like it was going to be a shot, but he found a guy in front with 9:12 to go. That was Lozada from Howard. 5:48 time of the goal. 7-2 the score. Largest lead of this game for Spice City. Or check that for Krajisnik. Largest deficit for Spice City. Apologies. Silva, little give and go from Pepe. Oh, diving stop by Villela. What an amazing save by the keeper. Dancing through. Alencar works it back to the right side. There's a shot off the boards. And then Costa fires it home. Adamar Costa picks up his second of the period. And now it's 7-3 with 8:44 to go. So just under 30 seconds apart. Costa picks up his 12th of the season. So we take a look at the replay. That caromed off the boards. Taylor couldn't get it. Easy pickings for Adamar Costa, who makes it 7-3. They'll need more of those, and they'll need them quickly. But again, in games like this, when you're down big numbers, you've got to really overcompensate, put pressure, trying to create turnovers. And that can often lead to numbers back the other way for the team ahead. Battling in the corner. Good footwork there from Somau. Spice City looking to regain possession. Up top, off the boards. Johnny Felipe chips it ahead. Good work there. Played out to the midfield. Pitch by Ruiz. It comes back now for Cardozo. I don't know how to describe that, except it was hammered off the wall and goes way out of play with 8:06 to go. 7-3, Spice City trailing Krajisnik. And Krajisnik's going to use a timeout. So they look to regroup despite a 4-goal lead. It's one of these games where Spice City FC, and they picked up a couple of goals here. A ton of goal scoring here in this fourth quarter after going nearly half the game without seeing one get past the keeper. Krajisnik outscoring Spice City 3-2 here in the fourth. Adamar Costa, his 11th and 12th goals of the season to lead this Spice City club. He's got 14 points now on the year. As right now, discussion going on with this Spice City bench. And is Spice City going to pull the keeper? I think they are. Now, the pink top is on Arboleda. So it looks like coming out of this media timeout, we may see an extra man. Arbolita's got the pink sweater on, or the pink tank top over the jersey. We have seen Patrick Villela as a major part of the attack coming out of the goal mouth in this game for Spice. As Junior Alencar now talking to his players. But it was Krajisnik that called the timeout. Now Will Arbolita bringing everybody in. Trying to get his teammates fired up with 8:06 to go, and they need 4. And for the time being, Arbolita is going to go back and sit over the Dashers and go back to the bench. So Villela stays in the crease for now. So potentially what we're looking at here is Villela, who will restart for Spice City. And if they can get the ball into the attack zone, look for him to flash to the bench. Look for Arbolita to come in and join the rest of Spice City out there on the turf. As Villela will fire that all the way off a boot. It touches a speaker cord at midfield. And that is a tough break for Spice City. It's going to come all the way back into their zone with just under 8 minutes to play. Now they're wondering where to drop it. Looks like it's going to be a restart at the attack line. And a kick opportunity. Looks like this will be started, and we've seen other ones by Manny Silva, the Cape Verde native. There he goes, fires one off the post, and picked up by Beatrix. Beatrix forced to retreat in the corner. Puts it on his right foot and ahead to Joao Miranda. Oh, nice cross-court feed. There's a shot that goes way out of play with 7:45 to go. That was a good look as Lucas Souza was streaking down the right wing, had a potential opportunity, but could not get that shot in frame. And now a restart here for Krajisnik. Still up by 4 with 7:45 to go. So they have built their lead, which was a 3-goal advantage at halftime, up to 4 at this point in the game. They had a 5-goal lead at one point. But Costa's second goal of the quarter has pulled it back to within 4. And Mayunga knocked down, trying to get it off the long feet ahead. Alencar to Villela, threads it ahead, regained, back along the near side, and now over. Long play off the head of Johnny Felipe, and played by Villela with 7:24 and counting left. Adamar Costa, who's had the brilliant fourth quarter. He has scored the 2 Spice City goals. And the other man that has scored is Alencar. And here comes Villela to the bench, and out comes Will Arbolita. Over to Kareem Russell. Guys with size right now. Arbolita with it. Back out to Alencar. Alencar, Miranda. One of the best offensive players on the pitch right now for Spice City. Joel Miranda for Alencar. Under 7 minutes to play. Spice City down 4. Across to Arbolita, wearing the pink tank top, as the extra forward on the ice. At the line for Miranda. Alencar after a Morosco. Miranda trying to dance around. Goes across. Costa moving to the left foot and poked back out to midfield, and quickly back with it is Costa. Works it out to Souza. There's a hard shot that goes out of play. That was Johnny Felipe with the shot. And we've got the under 8 media timeout. Spice City needs 4. And when we come back, we'll see if they can get them. They trail 7-3 to Krajisnik. Back here in the Danbury Ice Arena, 6:16 to play in the fourth quarter here at M2 Soccer on YouTube, on the Spice City FC channel. Phil Gibaleo on hand. Ton of goal scoring here in the fourth quarter, now 7-3 for Krajisnik. We've seen a pair of goals, though, from Spice City's Adamar Costa to try to keep things within striking distance. But for Spice City, whose 3 wins this season in 7 games have all come against the Salisbury Steaks, they need to find a way to extend their season. If they lose tonight, tomorrow will be the last game of the year. No matter what happens, there were 2 postponed games against Baltimore, which will not be made up if they do not win both games this weekend. If they do win both games this weekend, they must make those games up against Baltimore to see if they will have an opportunity to clinch the 6th and final playoff spot. But they'll need to win those games as well. Right now, Krajisnik, a victory today will put them into the playoffs as the final team. Joining Iowa, Mexico City, also in the playoffs as well. Oklahoma City, Harrisburg, and Omaha. Play is resumed. Villela was back in the crease to start things, but again, we'll look to see him come to the bench if they can get the offensive zone with 5:59 left to go in regulation. A whistle stopping play as they look to get a quick restart. Manny Silva waiting with Orozco to his left. Following the foul. A two-man wall here for Spice City. Cardozo playing the midfield pitch in case of a quick out for Spice City. So in the attack zone, it's a 4-on-5 for the moment. Tavares takes the kick. That one angles off a Spice City player as Manny Silva retrieves it, and back to Cardozo. Cardozo threads it all the way deep. And Villela plays it across to Mayunga. Up to Joel Miranda. Miranda nearly stripped by Silva. Silva battling him. And now regain. It's a 2-on-0 to the open net. They score. Kyle Geinrich with 5:31 to go makes it 8-3 in favor of United Elite Krajisnik.
Krajisnik goal scored by number 7.
9:28. Time of the goal for Geinrich. Krajisnik back to a 5-goal lead, and now Spice City's going to start without the keeper. Will Arbolita's on the pitch. Empty net here for Spice City. Down by 5, and they're throwing all caution to the wind. Doesn't matter how many you lose by in a game like this, you have to win. You can lose by 5, you can lose by 1, doesn't matter. Regained by Miller Howard. Arbolita can't get it off his foot. Tavares played up the boards. Miranda back to Arbolita. Arbolita moving to the left foot. Arbolita fires and scores! All hope is not lost. Will Arbolita, as you see on the replay, hard left foot shot at 9:57 of this fourth quarter, his 7th goal of the season. Big one for Arbolita. Back to a 4-goal game. And because it's a restart for Krajisnik, Villela will start in the keeper's spot. Geinrich, who made it a 5-goal lead for the 2nd time in this quarter. Huge insurance right now, but it's Cardozo at the line off Villela and blocked in front. Adamar Costa. We are under 5 minutes to go in this game. And across to Garcia. Out to Johnny Felipe. Sent through. On the near wing side. Off the boards, Card defended. Out of play it goes. Felipe could not get that in front. Quick personnel changes. Russell returns to the game. Kelby Garcia stays in for Spice City. Andrew Taylor's just telling all his guys to move forward, with the exception of Ricky Orozco. .422 to go in the game. Spice City's got it back. Arboleda will return. He's got the pink top on. Over now, Alan Carr. Pitching it back off the boards. Got shoved down by Orozco. There's no call. Arboleda with the keeper on the bench. Battling along the near side. Ton of pressure coming. And a whistle. With 3:58 to go. And a foul will be called. And a blue card. Looks to go against Spice. Let's see. Is that in the direction of Spice City? Official threw up the blue card. There's a bit of a scrum. And that looks to be against Spice City, I believe, but I don't see anyone going to the box. That might be Arboleda. He took off the pink top. He's starting to slow walk over. And yes, 2-minute penalty on Arboleda. So Arboleda to the box. 11:02. And a power play opportunity here with a 4-goal lead for Krajisnik, and well, really now for Spice City. You can't say all hope is lost yet, but they're pretty darn close here late in this game, in danger of any playoff hopes ending tonight here at the Danbury Arena. Well, Diego Mayunga was hugging Pepe there as we have resumed play. So Krajisnik will have most of the remainder of this game on the man advantage, as Cardozo, number 20 for Krajisnik, sends it back across. Orozco will move forward. Geinrich, who has a goal tonight, moves it back to Cardozo. 30 seconds gone to the penalty on Will Arboleda. 4-goal lead for Krajisnik, who came from behind in the first encounter between those two teams back in quarter number 4 to win the game, 7-6. Pepe, flanked by a pair from Spice City, and taken away. Mayunga, back to Russell. Beatrix goes across. Long cross turf pass. Now across the boards. Here is Kareem Russell in the corner. Valella's shot hit off the keeper, still loose in the key. Nice move, dancing around. Cardozo racing back, shot to the open net, and it's just wide from midfield with 40 seconds left in the penalty. And basically, Patrick Valella is just behaving like a forward at this point, way out of his crease to play. Across it goes. Threaded down low, Mayunga near the corner. Mayunga across and broken up as that one is sent through. Good hustle there. Miller Howard in the corner with 2:10 to play, stripped by Russell and ahead to Miranda. We play on with 10 seconds left in the penalty. Spice City down 4. Here's Kareem Russell. Returning to the game is Alan Carr for the remaining 2. Alan Carr's got it. And back to even strength. Long shot in. Shot, rebound, they score! It's a hat trick for Costa. He picks up his 3rd goal of the period with 1:48 remaining. So Costa at 11-12, or actually check that, 13-12 of this 4th quarter. Adamar Costa has a 4th quarter hat trick. Play restarts. 8-5 game. Ball in midfield, now for Card. There may not be enough time for Spice City. They're in desperation mode here in the waning moments of this one. Arboleda try to get it back, and they do. Here's Arboleda. Cross it goes. Now over to Alencar. Valella's going to join the fray. Here's Valella to Arboleda. Minute 20 to go. Back up top. In the corner, Arboleda. Threaded across. Costa, they score! Johnny Felipe! Beautiful centering pass by Costa. And it's a 2-goal game with 66 seconds left. Costa, what a fourth quarter. 13:54, time of the goal. It may not be enough for Spice City. They've got to score twice in 66 seconds to force overtime. Can they do it? Well, so far we're seeing the pressure mount for United Elite Krajisnik. They are back on their heels late. Right now, that Kyle Geinrich goal into an open net. And it was scored a while ago. In fact, it was scored at 9:28. But since then, we have seen 4 unanswered goals. Arboleda picked one up. Picked a couple up. And then Costa followed by Felipe. So 8-6 is your score. Valella is back in his goal. Geinrich will dump that all the way through. That will allow Valella to move it across. Final minute here in Danbury. Alencar, can they make this a 1-goal game? Alencar, back to Miranda. And there's a stoppage in play and a blue card is being issued with 48.5 seconds left in this game. That is on Tavares. And that will send Krajisnik shorthanded. This is the first power play of the game, and it could not come at a better time for Spice City. 19-11, or check that, 14-11. Time of the penalty. And a chance here for Spice City in the final minute. With the goalkeeper, Valella, on the bench. Costa wearing the pink top. He is the extra attacker. Here we go. Can Spice City do it? This would be a mad dash. Alencar to the corner. And the centering pass broken up. Thrown back up top. Alencar down the side, could not get that through. Geinrich, a beautiful block, but Alencar dancing around and thrown into the keeper. Big save, and now lobbed all the way ahead. And that hit, looks like it hit something at midfield. It's going to come all the way back with 22.1 left in the game. It'll be on the attack line for Spice City. And it will be Alencar. 2-man advantage. Here we go. Russell fires. Oh, what a stop. Huge save for Taylor, his biggest of the night. Lifted out. Down to 12. Working it on the near side. Miranda locked up. And that'll stop play with 6.4. Quick restart. And here's another blue card. This is the second blue card, although again, not enough time. Not enough time, it looks like, for Spice City. 6.4 seconds left. The blue card came up. That brings a second man into the box. It's 6-on-4. Thrown in the box, headed but out. 2-1, and that's it. The horn sounds. And the playoff hopes for Spice City, despite a late flurry in this fourth quarter, they come to an end as United Elite Krajisnik ends up victorious in 8-6 final in what was a wild fourth quarter here in Danbury, Connecticut. Saw 2 blue cards in the final minute. 9 of the 14 goals scored in this fourth quarter. And Krajisnik clinches the 6th and final playoff spot in M2 with the victory. But for Spice City, they'll have an opportunity tomorrow to close out the regular season on a winning note. We saw how strong they were in this fourth quarter. If they can come away with a victory to wrap up the regular season. The opening kick at 1 o'clock here at the Danbury Arena. Tickets are available. Just come to the arena box office. And that'll do it for the entire crew. My name is Phil Jubileo. Thank you for joining me tonight on Spice City FC YouTube channel. Final score, Krajisnik 8, Spice City FC 6. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.